Okay. Well, before I start, I just want to ask, like, how many people have a computer? Do you have a computer? Do you have a computer, like, at home?
Yeah, but I don't know how to use it.
So in this, I'm just gonna like highlight a few basic things that you can do on your computer, and like.
Speak up a little bit. Yeah.
So I'm just gonna like highlight a few basic things that you can do on your computer, and like how to do them, things like that. So let's get right into it. So what we're going to be covering in this is like the internet. You've probably all heard of like the internet and how it like has everything you could possibly want to like know about or anything like that. And it hosts a variety of things. And then there's something called Google, which allows you to search the entire internet for whatever you might want to learn. And then social networking, it allows you to get in touch with the people you may or may not even know online. And shopping, that allows you to go online shopping. You can shop on, there's a few websites which you can shop on, and you can buy almost anything you could buy in a store, including groceries nowadays. You can buy your groceries online, not even leave your house, and they'd be delivered to your doorstep. Then there's email, which is basically a faster version of the mail we have nowadays. As you know, like if you send a letter to someone, it'd probably take maybe like a few days to get that there, or like a week or something. With email, it instantly sends a message to them wherever they are in the world. And then there's a few office uses for a computer, which means you can like, when I get to it, I'll show you how you can like you can make like spreadsheets or make a document and print it out or something like that. So the first thing I'm going to cover is the internet. The internet is basically a way to connect to various websites. Websites are just like places that store data. They have all sorts of things that you can access. Like for example, there's videos, music, email, images, and programs on the internet, which you can which you can access like anywhere in the world if you have an internet connection and a computer.
Don't all computers have an internet connection?
It
Yes,
depends.
no.
No.
No?
No. I'm going to talk about it right now. Well, the most popular way to get onto the internet is using a browser, like Internet Explorer or on a PC or Safari on a Mac. However, there are a few better alternatives to those. How many of you have used like Internet Explorer? Well, if you have like an older computer, do you have an older computer? Internet Explorer may run like slower or something like that. So a few better alternatives to that is Firefox, Google Chrome, or Opera. And you can also access the internet through a cell phone now. You've probably heard of like iPhones or, well, those use cell towers now, so you can go onto the internet using a phone. Like you can use an iPhone, a BlackBerry, any sort of smartphone. And if you want to get an internet connection at your home for a computer, you'd have to contact like an ISP or an internet service provider like Comcast or Verizon to sign up for something. And the cheapest way to get that is like, I think Comcast has a deal right now for $20 where you can get an internet connection to your house, and through the use of a computer you can access the internet.
What's the name of that again, Tom?
Comcast. Like in our area right now, there's only Verizon and Comcast. Comcast has better pricing. This picture is just to show how many people use like Internet Explorer when there's like a very few amount of people using like the alternative browsers. And the alternatives are actually a lot better than Internet Explorer. Some people don't even realize it. before they actually get to use it. Like they're a lot faster and a lot more stable and stuff like that.
Which is faster?
The fastest I'd say is Chrome, just because it uses an engine in the background that allows it to render pages a lot faster than Internet Explorer. So if you want to take like full advantage of your computer, and you can use Chrome, and it loads up everything a lot faster than Internet Explorer.
Is it more expensive?
It's free. They're all free.
They're all free, once you get the internet.
Yeah, you'd have to pay for an internet connection first from an ISP or internet service provider. But
For internet first.
yeah, that'll cost about $20 or
Pay
more.
for the internet for cost
Yeah.
about $20. And then after you get that, then you can get on the web browsers.
Yeah, using a web browser that you use on your computer.
Or can you interchange web browsers?
Yeah, you can use as many web browsers you want. You can have all of them if you choose, but I'm just saying that like Chrome, it's probably the easiest and fastest to use. So before we move on, does anyone have any questions about just the general internet?
Why would somebody not choose Chrome, which is the fastest to begin with?
A lot of people don't really know about them, just because Internet Explorer, it comes default on your computer when you buy a new computer, but Chrome, it's like, the thing is that they're not as heavily like marketed or anything like that. Since people don't know about it, they won't ever get it, and they will never know what benefits it could pose for them.
What do the most of the people use?
Most people use Internet Explorer, like in the diagram I showed, but the downside to Internet Explorer is that it's not as safe, it's not as fast, it's not as reliable as like Chrome maybe. So it's just better to use an alternative. Whereas if you use Internet Explorer, you're more prone to all sorts of threats. And just saying, like next week I'll be doing a security lesson, so that'll be part of it.
It would be nice if you had a computer here to do these things.
Oh, show you these things? Yeah, I can actually show you. Well, on my computer, like I'm using Chrome right now. Chrome's just, it has a very simple interface. It's just, you just open it up and you're just greeted with this page. You can type in whatever web address you want, and Internet Explorer, it's a lot more bulky, and a lot of people don't realize how much faster other things could be. So if I just went to Google, it'd like load up instantly, and there'd be nothing there. It'd just be ready to go. But if you were to use Internet Explorer, it'd take like a little bit longer, a little bit slower, and it may like crash on your computer if it.
How did you get on there?
I just opened it up. When you install it on your computer, you'll just get this little icon on your desktop, which when you double click on, it'll just open it up. So if you wanted to actually download this, you'd go to google.com/Chrome, which is actually on your sheet. And then you just press this download Chrome button, and it download and install in maybe like 40 seconds or so. And it's just a lot better than other browsers. So the next part I'm going to talk about is Google, or searching the internet. So the most popular way to search the internet is Google. It allows you to search like the entire internet without like ever knowing what you like what website you have to go to or anything like that. All you have to do is type in a few keywords and it'll instantly get you results. Like I'll show you now how Google can work. So this is just the Google front page. You can type in literally anything. Does anyone want to?
Black sheepdog.
Okay. And when you type it in, you will get results.
Black sheepdog, which you would use. And in the future, you
Yeah, like, see, it'll come up with all sorts of results. Like, here's a video on, I don't know, some sort of black sheepdog controversy or something.
Yeah, what is that?
It's just some sort of video where someone's talking about it.
Well, you wouldn't get that then when you're putting it on the computer. That doesn't give us what it is.
What?
Doesn't tell us on the side.
Oh,
And
it
says he come on there?
yeah, this is a video actually.
That's a video?
Yeah.
How long is the video?
It's 5 minutes, about 6 minutes long.
And, maybe sometime I'll look at it with you while I put it on.
So yeah, you can, as you can see, we just searched black sheepdog, and you suddenly get like tons of results. Like here's images of a black sheepdog.
Yeah, but that's not really what it is. He's writing a book that's called The Black Sheepdog that I just heard about. And it's about to be published, but I have no idea.
So you can do black sheepdog book.
And if you typed in white sheepdog, you'd get something else?
Yeah, you can type in anything you wanted, like.
But this all has to do with the black sheepdog, right?
Yeah.
Shaggy dogs always.
Does anyone have anything else they wanted to search?
That's your.
Okay, it's fine. So that's just Google in like a few words and just how it is. There are a few like alternatives to Google, however they're not like quite as good. Like there's Yahoo and Bing. They're more cluttered with advertising and all sorts of things, so you may not want to use them. Like it's not as clean as Google is. Like if you go to Yahoo. See, if you just go to Yahoo, it's like all sorts of stuff on the page, and if you search anything like black sheepdog,
Then you'd have to read through an awful lot to get black sheepdog.
yeah.
In other words, it's more cumbersome to do a black sheepdog on Yahoo and on Bing than it would be to go to Google to begin with.
Yeah, Google.
You called Google what? What did you call it?
A search engine.
Search engine. So all of these others are search engines, right?
Yeah.
And there's three.
Well, there's three main ones. There's a lot of like other ones which aren't like.
Three main
Very-
search engines.
Yeah. And the problem with like Yahoo and Google, Yahoo and Bing is like, it's not, the results aren't quite as accurate as Google might give you. Like Google might give you more results and better results at the top because it ranks it like through a relevancy thing, and that allows it to like have better results on the top rather than like just some random stuff. Does anyone have any questions on any questions on searching the internet?
Well, you know, I don't know zilch about computers, but I do know this, that there was a movie that was a contender for the Academy Award, which was the one that created the Facebook. I'm trying to think of what his name was.
Oh, Mark Zuckerberg?
It's Mark Zuckerberg, yeah, the newest billionaire
Oh,
at 26.
Yeah,
And he is the one that created the Facebook.
yeah,
And so that's how I learned about Facebook and its creator, because before that, they did not have Facebook
yeah,
before him.
yeah,
And it's mainly used Facebook by the younger generation, or am I wrong there? Other older people use it too.
A lot of old people use it now too. It's well,
To connect with people.
yeah. So social networks, they allow you to connect with people. Like you could connect with someone you know, someone you don't know from like another country across the world, whatever. You could meet with all sorts of people, talk to them. And Facebook is the most popular social network because it allows you to share pictures, chat, like show videos to other people. Like Facebook, it allows you to search people based on like their actual name and stuff, and you can find people you might have known in your past. Like I know my mom's found lots of friends from like, she used to go to school in India, and so she found lots of friends from there and got in contact with them. And it was actually when we went to India last time, she was able to meet up with them.
Yeah.
So Facebook's like a lot, since a lot of people have the internet now, access to the internet, it allows you to just reach out to them, and like you may not know their telephone number or anything, but you can find it out from them.
Yeah, yeah.
Is your name automatically on Facebook, or do you have to put it on?
Oh, let me show you actually. When you go to Facebook, just to sign up, you just put in your first name, your last name, your email address, and then you choose a password and you put in like your date of birth. And then when you sign up, it'll make your profile based on your name, and it'll show your name. And when you put up pictures and stuff, people can find you. And like you could say you went to the so and so school, and people could find you based on that too.
Well, there's I mean, if you put your name on Facebook, there's got to be, I mean, you put your Jane Smith or whatever, and if they want to get to see Jane Smith, they can't just go to the computer and put in Jane Smith, can they?
They
They'd
could
have
actually.
to use to see my page or Anastasia Galopoulos or whatever. She signs up. Now, I can't get up to her information unless I have some kind of entrance to it.
Do you need a password?
Yeah,
Well,
the password?
no, it's basically like a privacy setting when you sign up for Facebook.
Yeah.
Like your privacy setting, it's if you want to like have no people accessing your page, you can change it to that privacy. But if you want people to anyone to access your page, you can change it to that privacy setting too, so that anyone can access your page, whoever they are, without like any problem or anything. But if you can change it so that no one can access your page unless you choose them to be your friend.
Oh, okay.
So when you go onto Facebook, you choose people as your friends,
All right.
and then those are the people who you can like stay in contact with and stuff like that.
All right. Would that avoid danger if you did that? You know, we hear
yeah.
so much about young people and some people that are going on it.
Yeah, I'll probably cover that next week.
Oh, good.
Yeah, the privacy thing's been a big issue lately.
Yeah.
But
Yes, it has.
Yeah. Right.
But if you there's settings in Facebook which allow you to lock it down if you want.
Okay.
So
Alright.
if you wanted to do that, that's fine too. Like the big thing is that there's like apps on Facebook that you can use that
What's apps?
it's like little applications like games you can play or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And the big thing has been like you've been logging into those games with your Facebook
Yeah.
profile, and those game companies have been selling your information to like advertising
Yeah,
firms and
right.
stuff like that. But if you wanted to, you could like lock it down in privacy settings that you don't want these games or whatever you're using to get any of your information. So that would be how that works.
All right. I know that you'll cover this next week, but say if a teenager wanted to communicate with her friends,
Yeah.
would just those friends be able to communicate with her, or could somebody else get into it? A little concerned about that.
Well, it's based on your privacy settings. If her thing's open,
Yeah.
like to open to anyone, then someone else can like come in. I don't know,
Okay.
whatever.
So you go with the friends. You'll tell
Yeah,
us more about
yeah.
this week. Yeah. Okay.
So the next thing is Twitter. Twitter's like
Twitter's this time.
Yeah, it's on there too. Well, Twitter is just basically like a little social network tool as well. It's kind of like Facebook, but it's mainly based on like chat. So it allows you to like send like little short messages to people, like almost like a real chat with them, and it allows you to like share pictures or whatever.
And you have to have a certain vocabulary then on Twitter. Like if you said, "Are you well?" you put just the letter R instead of A-R-E.
You could put in like the full word if you wanted. It just depends on how you want to talk to other people. So Twitter, basically the same way to sign up on Facebook. You just put in your like full name, and then people can search your name on Twitter, and then find you. And
But they have to get on Twitter to search you.
Yeah.
Twitter.
Well, you can search Twitter without an account. Like you could search, I don't know, CNN, and you'd get results for CNN on Twitter. Like you could find their account and stuff, and you could like look at it. Like here's CNN breaking news, but to like they also have like the similar privacy settings as Facebook. Like you can lock it down to whoever's like only your friend on Twitter, but to search your account you don't have to have a Twitter account.
When you're saying account, but it is free?
Yes, they're all free.
They're all free.
But you have to get on internet, which is not free.
Yeah.
You got to get on
internet
either
costs money.
Comcast or Verizon to be able to have these other things free.
And then a lot of another thing that people like really like is Skype. Skype is allows you to like video chat with people like in real time, and or like just chat with audio if you wanted to do that too. But the most popular part is like actually talking face to face with people.
Is that face to face, Skype?
Yeah.
Skype, yeah.
It's face to face.
What's a webcam?
Yeah, so the most important thing for Skype is that you need a webcam. Like a webcam is like a little camera that you'd plug into your computer, and it'd just take like video of your face and just send it through there. A webcam with a microphone typically costs like $15 or so if you go to like Best Buy or something. So yeah, when you go to Skype, you just you'd put in like a friend's username or something like that, and then you can like call them, and then they can talk to you like face to face.
But they have to be on Skype too.
Yeah.
And they've got to get the camera in order for you to talk to them.
Yeah.
Because if you've got the camera and the microphone, it won't do you any good if the other person doesn't have it.
Yeah. It's like a lot of computers now, if you buy a new computer, most of them come default with like a webcam and a microphone already built in. So that's why a lot of people are already on Skype, and that's why.
That's not costly. Camera.
$15 instead of Best Buy.
That's what I thought you said.
Yeah. It's not super costly, but it costs a little bit of money to get started.
How can that be private?
It's based on username. So like you send friend invites to who, like you can find out your friend's username, like talk to them or something like that, and then you can send them a friend invite, and that allows you to, if they accept that friend invite, you can call them, and then they have to accept your call, and then you can talk to them. It's kind of like a online phone sort of thing. Like, it also has phone deals. If you want to call like international phones, they have phone rates and stuff like that. It's like, I don't know, 5 to 15 cents a minute or something like that.
We had a program at church in the sanctuary, and the daughter of the person that was being on it was in California,
Yeah.
and that's when they used it. It was really something.
Yeah.
And if you want to get it, it's on your sheet too. Here's Skype, like .com, and see, you can like see all the prices. If you want to call like an actual phone from the computer, here's some prices like monthly calling. You can call unlimited calls to like other countries, $13.99 a month. Pretty decent rates.
And that's through Skype?
Yeah, through Skype. But the regular just video chatting is completely free. So, does anyone have any questions on social networking?
So on Skype, you're saying the video chatting would be free.
Yeah.
However, if you want international,
Like actual calling.
actual calling,
To like phones, yeah.
and the other person in Belgium has got to have the what'd you call
Well,
it?
international, it's all free if you're like just video chatting, like to anywhere in the world.
But I could call Belgium and it would cost me nothing.
Yeah,
And video chat.
video chatting. But if you were to call an actual phone on Skype, it costs you some money, but it's pretty cheap, right? Like compared to actual like phone.
Well, isn't there, like when you mention international, if I called, more expertise in this, which I'm not, but if I called Belgium where I know someone, then I would just, I mean, wouldn't have to have some idea of when I'm gonna do this, because it's the hours and it's different there. My time at 2 o'clock is not the same time as theirs is.
Well, when you actually go on Skype, it'd show you who's online. When like you become friends with them, it can show you who's online, and if you want to talk to them, you could just send them like a call, and they could like pick up on the other.
But I actually know somebody in Belgium
Yeah, so
that's living there, so how would I, and he would have to have
the
the
webcam,
camera, and he'd have to
like accept your call. Yeah, so you have to know it. Like if you went on at some time and you just saw him online, then you could say that you wanted to call him, and then it just pop up on his computer that you want to talk to him, and he could accept, and then you just
if he's there.
Yeah.
Unless he's sleeping.
if
The
he,
family is sleeping, then
You have to
when I'm
accept
calling
if,
it,
he, if
it's in the morning.
if he's sleeping and his computer's like off or something, then his computer would probably be like off. Then that'd say that he's offline right now.
Yeah.
It gives like a little indicator when you're actually using it. You know when someone's there or not. And there's also like an idle thing to it. So if you haven't used it in like a while, it'd go to idle and then just say this user's idle, so you may not be able to reach them.
So there's a whole jargon, in other words, there's a whole jargon, a whole vocabulary, once you get something like that you should learn. Because otherwise you're using terms that is over our head.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't know.
Yeah.
Or maybe the youth people know that I don't.
Does anyone else have any other questions about social networks? The next big thing, which a lot of people like, is shopping. Online shopping is like great because you can order anything you could possibly want, and it'd be delivered right to your doorstep through like the mail. And even food nowadays is able to be delivered to your door. Like, have you been to Roche Brothers?
Yes.
Yeah. Online now they have their thing and they deliver it right to you. Same with Stop and Shop and other such places. But the best thing about online shopping is that like their prices are very, very good. Like sometimes you can get them stuff way, way cheaper than what you get in an actual store. So
Well, don't you tip the person that brings it?
no, it's just the mail. Like the mailman would give it to you.
Oh, the mail will come bring you food?
If you wanted.
I
So, so the best place to shop online is Amazon by far. That's on there too. The reason why Amazon is the best because Amazon allows people like dealers to come online and like show like very competitive pricing. Sometimes I've seen stuff like I bought stuff 90% off what I would get it from like a store. Like I could get something for like $5 that would cost $50 in Best Buy or something like that.
And would it be the same thing?
Yeah, it'd be the same, pretty much the same quality.
Wow.
And does that apply to books?
I was
Yeah.
just going to say that.
Yeah,
People
books
order
is actually
yeah.
books is a huge part of Amazon.
That's what I heard. And
Um,
it would be Amazon.com?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
good.
let me show you. This is actually Amazon.com.
Yeah.
Is there anything any of you would want to buy or something like that? Like,
Well, tell us about Kindle. I've heard about
You
it.
hear about
Um,
it,
well, Kindle's just the ebook reader. So Kindle, like, there's these new things which you can get even from Amazon. They're ebooks.
yeah. Yeah.
Electronic,
Yeah, electronic
E
books.
stands for the electronic.
Yeah. So, what an electronic book is basically it's the same thing as a book, except you're like looking at it on a screen, and the ebook and the Kindle screen's actually made to look like a book paper almost, so like doesn't put any stress on your eyes or anything like that. So, the Kindle you can only buy it from Amazon, and it costs like $140. However, if you wanted something even like better than that, like the iPad, if you ever heard of that. Well, I actually have an iPad at home. Well, the iPad's a lot more like, there's a lot more functionality to it. Like you can do a lot more stuff. The Kindle's just like to read stuff.
And so can you get any book you want on Kindle?
Kindle, yeah. So they actually have something called a Kindle store. See the ebooks.
So once you buy it, what gives you the access? Where do you pay other than for the book? Kindle.
You buy the Kindle, and
Yeah,
then
for about 140 you said.
yeah, and then the books, like you actually buy for them, they come in ebook format, and ebooks like the electronic book. So basically, when you're connected to the internet on your Kindle,
Yeah.
it would send you buy the book. It'd be for cheaper than the actual book. It'd be like, I don't know, you could probably get like a $20 hardcover book for like maybe like $15.
That's why
$12.
Borders is closing.
Yeah, Borders is closing down. And there's also like in ebook format. There's a ton of free books now.
Oh.
There's something called Project Gutenberg, and it's like old books that like their copyright has like worn out. You can get those books for free. So like, say you wanted something by Shakespeare, you could get that for free, and it'd be automatically delivered to your Kindle over the internet, and you could just read it from there. It without even like leaving your.
So in other words, you buy it, but you don't actually get any copy of the book or anything. It's on the Kindle. It gives you access to read it through via the Kindle.
Yeah, and it'd stay there.
And is there a thing of where all, we mentioned Shakespeare, all historic novels, would be a freebie on that?
Yeah, typically books that are like over 100 years old, all of those books are free.
Yeah.
But then
The Bible would be free.
Bible would be free,
Yeah,
of course.
yeah.
But any of John Grisham's novels, and he's written one,
those things would
those
come.
you'd have to buy.
Yeah, see, like, here's some like top 100 books, like, I don't know, Stolen Life. It'd be $12, probably some new book or something, and that'd be delivered like right to your Kindle.
Yeah.
And then you can see top 100 free. Here's a ton of books, and sometimes they just have like random deals where they put new books for free sometimes, and like they eat the cost, so it's good for you.
Just for the heck of it, put Grisham, because he's an outstanding, he's a big seller on, The Firm and all of that.
Yeah.
They're made into movies. Almost all of his books are made into movies. What's free on him?
I don't think they have anything. They have like all of his books, but I don't think any of them are free because he's like a recent author.
Right, so you'd buy it for $9.99?
Yeah.
Okay, so once you bought it, does that mean that after I finish it electronically,
It's gone.
I can,
No,
it's gone,
it
or I
stays there.
can access
stays
it
there.
over and over and
Over and
over
over
and
and
over
over.
again,
Oh,
because
wow.
it's on my, what do you call it?
It's on your Kindle.
On my Kindle.
Yeah. You could keep it forever. Read it like
Wow.
every day for the rest of your life if you wanted to.
Yeah.
These are things that you read on that Kindle thing?
Yeah.
They're not a book that you hold in your
No.
hand.
No.
Well, the
No.
Kindle is actually something you hold in your hand, and the screen on it, they've made it. It's like a special screen that's made to look like paper almost,
Yeah.
to put very, very little stress on your eyes, so you could keep reading on the Kindle
Is
for.
it larger print?
If you want to, that's actually a feature. Like, I think there's like a plus button or something on the Kindle. You just press it, and it instantly makes the text like a lot bigger and easier to read.
How heavy is it?
I think it's like less than a pound, probably like 0.5, like half a
You have
pound.
it somewhere on there.
Yeah. Let's see.
No wonder people are doing that.
Okay. This is just the standard one. Let's see. 8.5 ounces.
Wow.
That's how much it
Eight,
weighs.
what is it, 5 point, what did you say?
It's 8.5 ounces.
8.5 ounces. Okay, and she's holding a Kindle?
Yeah. That's a Kindle right there.
Wow.
And it's almost like reading an actual book.
Because when you finish whatever you're reading there, you press a button, and then it shows you the other page.
Yeah.
Oh.
You
So
just
you
press
could read at your own rate. in
Yeah.
other words.
You just press a button and then it goes to the next page. And then, like, if you press another button, it can take you to like the main menu where it shows all the books you have.
3,500 books.
Yeah, that it can store 3,500 books
Wow.
on the Kindle itself. Like, I have an iPad that can store, like, let's see, probably about 16,000 books or so.
Yeah, but is yours as wide as the Kindle? Is it as easy to read on yours?
Well, the iPad's made for like a ton of stuff, so it's not as easy to read on it, but it's bigger. Like, I can show you an iPad right now too. Let's see. Can you
Yeah,
buy that?
show us what that looks like.
I don't know if you can buy one on.
I think it's smaller. It looked to me like it would be smaller than a Kindle.
Well, the regular Kindle is like 6-inch screen, and then the iPad is a 9.5-inch screen.
The iPad is a larger screen,
Yeah,
Yeah.
9 inches.
like
Like length or width?
uh, it's like diagonal. They measure screen size diagonally, so it's actually pretty big. It's about I have one that's like it's about that big or so, and like that or so wide. It's pretty big. Like, it's really good for watching videos and stuff.
But you don't carry that around with you. It's too big.
Oh, you can carry it around. Lots of people do. I don't carry it around because it costs a lot of money and stuff. Just want to protect it. So let's get on with like
Oh,
the. The next place, which probably a lot of you have heard of, is eBay. eBay is like an online auction
Yeah.
almost.
Yeah.
But I don't really like it as much because you can get scammed and stuff by like random people just like selling stuff online. Like, we actually bought some like textbook or something, never came. It never came. Like, it was a scam. I can show you eBay right now. However, that it is pretty good sometimes. Like, you can get stuff for cheaper. Like, if you want, you can probably buy a Kindle on this. Right here. Like, here's a Kindle, and people are bidding on it. Like,
Yeah.
right now it's at $129 bid. Or right here, 19 people have bidded on this Kindle. It's going up. There's 12 minutes left on the bid auction thing, and right now it's going for $77. Like,
On eBay.
yeah,
Now, that's a used one?
yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
A lot of stuff on eBay is used,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
sometimes it's new. See, like, there's a timer right here. There's only 12 minutes, 13 seconds left in the auction.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
like, if you keep bidding on it, like, you have to enter a bid price, and then you place the bid, and then if you win the auction,
Yeah.
then you get the thing. I don't really like it too much. It's not.
But could you pay that money and never get it, like you said about?
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
Does it cost you to be on eBay?
No, this stuff's free. Like you sign up for an account, and then it's free. But if you want to put something on eBay,
Yeah.
they charge you like I think like 30 cents or something to put
Yeah.
something on eBay. That's just how they make all like their money and stuff like that.
You'd be afraid to lose the money though, wouldn't you?
Yeah, that's why I go to Amazon mostly because it's a
Yeah,
lot more
yeah.
trustworthy. Most of the
Doesn't
time
sound
when
very good.
most of the time when you're using Amazon, you're dealing directly with like
Yes.
a store or something,
Yeah.
like a reputable store. So
What about Craigslist?
yeah, that's actually what I was going to go to next. So another really great place is Craigslist. It's basically like a listing from a newspaper for all sorts of stuff you can buy, or like if you wanted to find a house or something.
Or sell?
Yeah, you could sell. You could put up like a little listing. It's for free, completely. Like you could put up a listing on Craigslist for free. On like eBay or Amazon, it'd cost you like 30 or so cents. And you can even get you can find job offers on that, stuff like that. And they'd like put up a phone number to call. So when you go on Craigslist, an advantage to it is that you're dealing directly with like a dealer, with like someone, like actual person, rather than like a website or something like that. So say you wanted to buy something, I don't know. If you wanted to find something, if you wanted to buy like a toy or something, I don't know. Like here's some like actual like listings for people have put up on Craigslist. Say you wanted to buy some like
Yeah, go to the American Girl dolls.
American
So I know
Girl
what they
dolls.
cost. Yeah.
Someone's selling these American Girl dolls for $325, like, and they'd probably give you a few pictures or something,
Yeah.
and then like a phone number to contact them or an email address or something like that, and you can just like contact them, talk to them, like
Oh, so we
figure out
wouldn't
a
get the
price.
You talk to them.
what?
It doesn't give a price.
Oh, it gives a price like they've put on it.
Oh,
But you can deal with the actual
Oh.
person and talk to them and then like figure out a price that might work for you.
Yeah.
I've sold something on Craigslist, like they like brought down the price a bit.
Oh, okay.
So Craigslist is really simple, just basic like things people have put up online. So
It's almost like what you see in the paper, local
yeah,
paper.
yeah,
isn't it?
it's
Yeah.
basically just what you'd see in the paper, just
Yeah.
like they'd show a picture, they'd
Yeah.
put like a phone number, you call it if you want it, and then like you'd figure out a time you wanted to meet up
Yeah.
or something like that, and they'd just give you the thing and you give them money
Oh,
and just walk away.
okay.
That's about it. So, does anyone have any questions about shopping online? So another big thing is email. Email is the equivalent of sending like a letter online though, and it's instantly delivered to the person, whoever you're sending it to, and you can they'll easily be able to access it, and it's just through the use of the internet. To actually get email, there's a few providers of email. However, I find the easiest one to use is Gmail, which is another Google thing. Google just is known for their very, very, very simple stuff to use. So if I actually go on to Gmail right now, this is just a simple interface of what it'd look like, an email thing. Say I want to, like, this company just sent me an email. It'd just show you a little, like, say you wanted to send them a message or something, and then say you want, like, someone could actually send you like a little thing. Like I actually like returned something to Amazon, and this is just a little message they sent me, like they've received my thing. It's just basic like sending a letter almost online, except you get it a lot like faster. Like you get it instantly instead of like waiting for a few days and then finding out, oh, you got this so and so. So that's Gmail. A few other providers that you may know of is, or you may even signed up for, is Yahoo or Hotmail. I know that a lot of people use Yahoo. Hotmail, I wouldn't suggest anymore. Like, Hotmail used to be good back, like, years ago, but now it's, like, it's prone to be hacked a lot and stuff like that. So you can get, like, through email, a lot of people send, like, information that you may not want to get out or anything like that. So that's why I recommend Gmail, because they have, like, the best security. It's easy and free to sign up. Like, all of them are free, but Gmail just seems to be the best, because if you want to sign up...
Gmail then is better than email?
What?
Gmail is
Yeah.
better
Oh,
than email?
Gmail's an actual
Yeah.
email provider.
Gmail is an actual provider?
Yeah. So, say you want to sign up for Gmail. Let me just take it to the page. Create an account. This is all you'd basically do. Like, you'd put in your first name, last name, whatever you wanted your username to be, password, and then like a little question if you lose your password, so that you can recover your password again.
What do they use like passwords? What are some that they use?
It's anything that you would want to use.
Anything?
Anything that you can remember.
You couldn't use Black Sheep because that's,
You can use that.
You could.
It's anything you want. It could be like random numbers and letters. It could be
76 or 75.
um,
White door.
yeah, it needs to be at least 8 characters long. So
The password needs to be 8 characters.
yeah.
Password 8 characters.
And then you just enter a little code and then press accept, and you have an email account.
How do you know that somebody else doesn't have that password? I
Someone
chose
else
something ridiculous like black dog and look, we already got, there's a video of that and
A lot
all of this on just that. If you had something insane like white door, how do I know that there aren't 55 people that are thinking
there's no, the password's anything you want it to be. Like someone
yeah,
else.
but I mean, how do I know that you wouldn't get on it if this, you know what I'm saying?
You'd have to choose something a little bit more complex or something that, because like studies find all the time that some like websites most use password is password.
Yeah.
Just people type in password and that's their password, and like that's how a lot of people might get hacked or something like that.
Yes. How do people get your password?
Just random guessing.
Random. This is what I-
Like there's like a list of like
Oh, there
most.
is.
Like you can find like probably a list of like the most common passwords in the world.
Because I had a scam and they had my password. I don't know how they got it.
Yeah. So sometimes you may put your password into like a phony site or something. I can cover that next week too.
Yeah,
Like
How many Wednesdays are you doing this?
for right now just this Wednesday and next
That's
one.
very good. You're going to do it at the senior center, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Starting
They
next
told me
month.
that today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do any of you have any questions on email?
I don't know if they still get the provider with the email. What's the difference between email and email provider?
So-
Every email has to have a provider.
Yeah, when you sign up for an email, you like sign up on a like website for like an email account, and then that allows you to send email messages to people, and then they see your account and they can send messages back
So it's either with Google or with who?
with Yahoo or Hotmail.
Yeah.
Those are the major providers.
Mhm.
We have that down
And the last topic I'm going to cover is like office uses of computer. So when you're in an office, like they used to, if you were an accountant, like I don't know, like decades ago, they'd use like little calculators and like
Yeah,
paper
yeah.
and stuff would come out, and they'd have to like write it down in little like grids and stuff like that. Well now all of that is easily done on a computer. You can like create spreadsheets, which is the equivalent of like little grids, text documents, slideshows, like what I'm showing you right now is a slideshow. Flyers, brochures, like the flyers you might have seen for this thing, this session.
Yeah.
I actually made that on Office Suite. So Suite is like a set of programs which allows you to make all these things. And as you'll see, there's 2 providers of Office Suites. So the first thing you've probably all heard of is Microsoft Office, which is so the most popular way to do all this is Microsoft Office. Like there's Word, Excel, stuff like that. It's like the easiest thing to use because like a lot of people already know how to use it. They can show you how to use it and stuff like that. But the downside to it is that it costs a lot of money. And like I show on the sheet, I think like, yeah, 100 and up costs like that. Around that much. It's really not like quite as worth it if you're like just a standard user. I don't think you'd want to pay like $100 to use it. But the better there's an alternative to it. It's not as good as it, but it's still pretty good. There's something called Open Office, which is it's kind of like a copy of Microsoft Office, not really, but the upside is that it's completely free to use and download.
But that's usually for business offices would be.
Yeah. Or you could use it. I mean, you could have. Like I said, you can make, if you want to type up something, just like type it out and make it like completely clean so everyone can read it. It's like some people have problems like reading handwriting now. And then like say you wanted to make like a little chart or something based on something like that, then you could do that too, and like not have it hand drawn and stuff like that. So a downside to OpenOffice is that it's harder to use than Microsoft Office. And Microsoft Office is made for like basic users. Like if you hover over something in Microsoft Office, it'll give you a full description of what it does and how you can use it and stuff like that. And it offers like a whole variety of like a help section. But OpenOffice, it's free, so they don't have quite as much support or anything like that. So it's a little bit harder to use. Like I actually have OpenOffice on this computer and I have Microsoft Office at home.
What kind of computer do you have there?
Oh, this is just a HP computer that I bought from Best Buy.
HP computer?
Yeah, there's lots of people who make computers.
When was that? What's the date on that HP computer that you have?
I bought it like
Was it new?
Yeah, I bought it new. It was like 2 years ago or so.
So it's pretty recently.
Yeah.
It's an up-to-date computer.
Yeah. So OpenOffice, you can see, has a huge amount of stuff. Like, I'm doing this presentation on OpenOffice right now. So, like, you can see I make, like, all of the slides and everything like that. You can, like, make all of this and put pictures, write text, whatever. Like, another really, like, big part of it is spreadsheets, which a lot of people use because that like allows them to like put in all sorts of data and then easily like do the math for it without typing it into a calculator. Like this is a spreadsheet, just a basic grid, and then you could put in like math functions and then it'd calculate all of that easily and quickly.
Could you hack into that?
Oh no, this isn't like a hacking thing. Well, that's why like they update all sorts of stuff to like patch any possible exploits. However, most of those exploits are made for Microsoft Office because a lot of people have Microsoft Office. So, do you have any questions on Office suites?
What do you consider the best laptop and the most economical? What would you think? People say Apple, but that's a lot of money.
Apple costs a lot of money. I wouldn't go for an Apple computer.
No.
Were you looking for like a laptop or a desktop?
A laptop.
Okay. If you'd probably go on, probably go to Best Buy for this.
Best Buy,
I wouldn't go. I wouldn't go to like Amazon for this, just
No.
because it's a bit harder on Amazon, and you don't really want
Yeah.
it sent through the like through the mail or something like that. You want to pick it up in person.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So like, if you were to go onto this, I'm actually on BestBuy.com right now.
Okay,
Laptops.
yeah.
If you're just looking for basic internet
Yes,
browsing,
yes.
you'd probably go for a netbook. That's the cheapest.
What's it called?
A netbook.
Well, these are all the laptops,
Yeah.
PC, laptop, MacBook, all
I
of
never
these
heard of that.
are laptops.
Yeah.
So what are you giving her?
So a netbook, it's kind of like a smaller laptop,
Yeah.
and
okay.
it's not like quite as fast or as like
All right.
capable as a laptop, but it's really just good for internet browsing, just basic
Yes.
internet
Uh-huh,
browsing.
Okay.
And they usually come out cheaper. Like, you can pick up a netbook on any day for $200 to $300.
Good.
Or if you have you heard of like Black Friday and stuff like that?
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Thanksgiving
yes.
deals.
Yeah.
You can get
The
them
day
for
after
under
Thanksgiving.
$200 on Thanksgiving.
Wow.
And usually they're pretty easy to get. I mean,
Now, what are the limitations?
Just so that you don't get too carried away,
No.
you have to wrap it up in a minute or two.
the limitations are it's not quite as fast, or is like, if you want to watch like lots of videos or something like that, it's not really good for that.
all
It's
right.
just good for like, I don't know, checking your email, looking at some
Checking
news
email,
online,
okay.
going on like Facebook or something like that.
Mhm.
And a lot of them come with like webcams and stuff, so you can do
Okay.
Skype. So here's just like the average any day pricing. Here's
All
a
right.
good one for $230.
That seems to be reasonable.
Yeah.
What is the best of the best in computers?
Best of the best would
How
be
how can you, I mean, I don't, just want to know. I don't have it.
would it be like a laptop or a desktop?
Laptop.
Laptop, best of the best would probably be, I don't know. It depends on what you like. If you like Macs, then best of the best would be a Mac, like their high-end Mac. But if you like PCs, it'd be something like Alienware, which would have like every possible thing you could ever think
Oh,
of
I
on
see.
it.
And that would be what? How much would that be?
That'd be $1,000 and up.
Yeah, see, that's getting up there.
Macs are lowest price $1,000.
And how often do they change the computer? Is it like a car every year?
No.
You get a new one, or every 2 years?
It could last as long as you could.
I
like,
mean, it
keep
could last, but the company keeps coming out.
Oh, well, the company supports it. If you get a like brand new computer that just came out from the company,
Yeah.
then the company